These ruins are quite remarkable.
Indeed. This style of architecture cannot be found in Morardain.
There's plenty of ruins in Tantal too, but nothing quite like this.
Must be something to do with the Titans here.
How would you even build a place like this anyway?
I explained before, did I not?
Probably wasn't listening.
Maybe it was before he joined up with us.
Was it? I can't recall. In any case, no harm in repeating myself. The Leftherian archipelago consists of a mountainous cloud sea formation and numerous titans gathered like islands. All of those smaller titans are circling around a much larger one. But that larger titan is hidden deep within the cloud mountains.
So, looking at the size of these ruins, we must be inside that big titan right now.
Yes, precisely.
Wow, what a crazy sort of place.
That doesn't answer the question of how anyone made all this, though. I mean, I doubt they carried all this rock through the village guardian.
Perhaps it was built before this large titan submerged itself in the cloud sea.
Ah, that'd make sense. So back on the surface, it was just like any other titan. Then, at some point, those cloud mountains formed around it, creating the archipelago we know today.
Yes, that would explain how this place came to be. But even so, it would be very difficult to build structures of this size today.
Indeed. We have neither the labor forces required, nor sufficient land available. I doubt Morardain, Uriah, or Tantal could construct something like this in today's climate.
Pandy, when I die, you don't have to build a monument this grand for me, okay?
I'm gonna be gone as soon as you are, you know. Besides, I don't think you need a gravestone. A snowman'll do for you.
Where am I being buried? Theoswar Reargate? Though a snowman does sound pretty nice.
You're fine with that?
Anyway, while we're talking about graves... Where's your grave gonna be, Morag?
My manner of burial is already decided. There is a proud Ardanian tradition to...
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop you there. Thanks for the predictable answer.
What? Then ask me again. I will endeavor to make my response more entertaining.
Lady Morag, I don't think there's any need to...
You are aware of how I dislike to be outdone, are you not?
All right, let's do this. Where's your grave going to be?
A snowman at Theoswar Reargate.
What?
Wait, are you gonna marry into Tantal royalty or something?
What? Of course I will not. I was just imitating Zeke's amusing remark. Perhaps I should have chosen a grave in Fonset instead.
What?
That's also not exactly a...
Looks like Morag's got a thing or two to learn when it comes to the funnies.
Ah, to be young and carefree again. To think they can joke around in a place like this.
So, we're inside Torna's Titan now, eh? The site of a grand melee 500 years ago, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wish I could have been here for that.
You've lost your memory, haven't you? So you actually might have, you know?
Now that you mention it, that is a very exciting possibility. Hey, Mithra, maybe you remember.
I feel like you might or might not have been there.
You're not helping. Which one is it?
You can't expect me to remember every little thing from 500 years ago.
Ugh. Too bad.
Perk up, Zenobia. Hey, if you did fight here, would you have been Mithra's mate?
An ally of Mithra's? Me?
Okay. Well, it's certainly possible.
Nah, there's no way.
Why so certain?
As a blade, I aim to be Alrest's strongest, right? No matter what shape the world was in, I definitely would have wanted to challenge Mithra.
We're talking wartime here. Surely such selfish reasons wouldn't matter.
Nope, there's only one reason I fight. There's no way that would change, no matter who my driver was. No matter what the circumstances, I live to fight strong opponents.
I can't really relate, but it certainly matches who you are.
At least she knows who's the strongest, yeah, Mithra?
Yeah, that does feel pretty good. If you keep at your dream, I'm sure one day you'll get to be the strongest.
Oh, hearing you say that doesn't sound like you want to fight me. We can just go a few rounds. I've got to test myself against you. But you just keep blowing me off.
Yeah, Mithra doesn't seem to be very much into fighting now.
Nah, it's fine for now. I'm still in training anyway. I'll keep fighting alongside my driver, building up experience. And one day, I'll take her down from that pedestal she's on.
Hey, Gramps. You were protecting this place for years and years, right?
That I was. 500 of them, in fact.
But all that time, I was a kid in Fonset. I never noticed you doing anything like that.
Well, things have been quiet for the past few centuries. Given 200 years or so, rumors pass into legend, and people stop taking them so seriously. Long ago, drivers used to enter this place quite often, but their numbers have long since fallen off. Besides, the entrance itself will not open for any but a Leftherian. And sad though it may be, the population of Fonset is on the decline. Fewer and fewer people are even aware of this place.
I see.
So you actually had work to do back in the day, eh?
I'm no layabout now, either. I was the one who told you of this place, if you recall.
Sure whatevs.
Honestly, Nia, you're just like Corinne when she was younger.
Ha! Really?
I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
She was quite the little firecracker. Even came in here once as a child.
Whoa, pretty gutsy.
Though she turned back upon reaching the bridge, she must have sensed that this was a place to be feared.
It's protected by the village's guardian spirit, after all. Anyone in Fonset would know it's not a place to enter lightly.
To fear and to respect are two sides of the same coin, you know. The people of Fonset understand the importance of this place on an instinctive level.
How would outsiders feel about it?
People from outside of Fonset village. None have entered in recent years, but 400 years ago, visitors did sometimes venture in here with Fonset youths. It seems people from outside see this place as little more than another ruin to be explored. I tried to talk them out of entering, but they never appreciated my words. Still, I didn't feel it was right to stop them by force. They stood precious little chance of reaching the end at any rate. Thus it was that many adventurers entered, never to return.
I dare say their sacrifice also contributed to the healthy respect the villagers now hold for this place.
Yeah. You don't treat a ruin lightly when folks go in and never come out.
I don't doubt that that is indeed a part of it.
You've been watching for 500 years as all this stuff happened, right? I guess that must have been tough going. Sorry for being all disrespectful and stuff before.
No need to apologize, Nia. We are all quite used to your foul mouth at this point. And we know you have a kind heart underneath.
I want to make a snappy comeback, but that would ruin my apology.
Coming to this place always calms me right down.
I know what you mean. It's so empty, in a good way.
They've got a good salvaging business going, but the place isn't bustling like Argentum. And they don't have a super-developed primary sector like Gormot's.
You talk like an old man sometimes. What do you think, Morag?
I would like to live here a while.
Oh, wasn't expecting that from you.
Seeing such hospitality has been a refreshing experience for me. It's lovely to learn how the common folk live. I quite agree. It's very different from staying at a city inn.
I guess you two are used to the high life, huh?
Are you so different yourself?
Since we left Tonto, we've been spending a lot of our nights roughing it up outdoors, huh?
Sure have. It was pretty tough when we were camping out, waiting for you lot in Oriah and Morardane. Always on our toes, thinking you might show up at any moment.
Yeah, I don't miss those hungry camping days. We came pretty close to eating turters.
Let's not talk about that. It's painful to remember. Waiting in the port here was pretty all right, though.
Yeah, we could rest up in the ship at least.
It sounds like you've been through a lot.
Stakeouts are one experience I would rather avoid.
Anyway, that's enough about the past. There was something I wanted to ask you, Morag. You've seen how smashing this place is, right? I'm just worried that Moradane and Uriah might wind up fighting over it or something.
Not anytime soon, I should hope. If either nation were to make a move on these islands, it would be tantamount to a declaration of war. Morardane, at least, has no desire for such conflict.
Ah, right. Well, that's pretty reassuring, at least.
Why are you so invested in the fate of these islands anyway?
'Cause it's where Rex grew up. Ain't it natural to worry about your friend's hometown?
I suppose so.
As long as this place is safe, our chum can focus on the tasks he's got to do. Don't want to let other worries start creeping in to distract him, do I?
Real thoughtful, that is.
You said it. I'm the best.
And he just had to go and ruin it.
From what a certain innkeeper tells us, there are to be discount deals at the Argentum Bazaar today. We should expect anything from half price up to 90% off. One does not simply pass up such an opportunity.
Bargain days can be pretty exciting.
Fingers crossed we'll find something good.
We wish to be adorned. To the accessory shop. Fine purveyor of goods. Have you any fashion accessories in vogue?
But of course, I recommend necklace made from scarlet mushrooms. Only 5,000 G. Normally it's 10,000, but today I give discount. Special bargain day.
This is almost too cheap, if anything. And while it may be befitting of a knock-on, we do not like how it may be eaten at a moment's notice. What we desire is a pure, noble accessory. Come, to the next store. This establishment is full of curiosities.
Ah! Madam, have I for quality? These unique accessories, crafted from findings of salvagers.
Aha. You mean to say these are all handmade? Pray, what might be the most valuable item in your shop?
Why, this. This exquisite item made from ore of highest grade. Salvaged in Gormont, be told.
Well, this is a fetching item. It would look sublime on you, Pyra.
What? Me? Oh no, I'm sure you could find someone better.
Nonsense! You're perfectly deserving of such an item. Wear this necklace and we promise you, you shall shine brighter than all the stars in the sky.
Really? But...
Heed our words, Pyra. Be our number one and you shall have it. Our gift to you. What say you?
Huh? You're number one. Me?
That's right. You do want this necklace, don't you?
No thanks. I'll pass.
Inconceivable. To think we of all people will be turned down? Yet we shall not let this topple us. For the sake of our future number one, we shall purchase the necklace ourselves. Tell us, fine vendor, what is the going rate for this particular item?
You want to buy necklace? Madam, do me great service. That come to 430,000 G.
430,000? Was today not a bargain day? We should expect you will be selling it with a 90% discount today, no?
43,000 G? I'd like to slap in face. In first place, it's precious item. It not fall into bargain price bracket.
Preposterous! This is the trouble with cheapskates. Forget it. We're leaving. What a royal letdown.
Sheba, as much as I hate to ask, what is it you're really after?
Well asked. Our dream is to hold banquets and tea parties with the most charming of ladies. That is why we need our entourage. You can't hold a good banquet without the right number of participants. And we will not rest, not until our goal is in sight. Fear not, Pyra, Bridget, Nia, Morak, Poppy, Pandoria. You are all invited. You shall be a part of our inner circle. But we realize now that it is not so easy to have others acquiesce to our request. The road may be long, but still, we forge ever onwards.
Oh, His Majesty is absent.
A shame. You were hoping to meet him again, weren't you?
It feels a little strange for me to think of it as again. But I did wish to meet with him, yes.
I remember the old you, standing tranquilly beside the throne, quiet and resolved.
I can sense it is a good memory for you.
I had hoped some memory might linger within you too, but alas, it seems not.
So it would appear. Unlike you, Bridget, I did not have past records to fall back on. Without any data, it is difficult to feel any emotional connection either.
And now you're prohibited from reading those records that do exist as well.
So I am. So I am. Therefore, I know not what I had been doing, nor what my role is in the Ardanian Empire. I can comprehend some of it by talking with you or Morag, but I feel sure there is much of importance I do not grasp. Hence my plan, to ask Emperor Nile why it was that he forbade me from reading the past records.
Do you have any idea what the reason might be?
I wonder. This may be presumptuous to suggest, but he may have thought that I should work for the good of Alrest, rather than just for the Empire.
You mean that an adept blade should serve the world, not a single country?
Yes, precisely.
You can be quite brazen sometimes.
I was hesitant to say it myself.
But I do think you're probably right. That's why the Emperor didn't want you to know too much about your role here. He feared if you did, it may hinder you from achieving that purpose.
I see. I may not have been able to meet the Emperor, but just talking to you, Bridget, has given me strength.
Always glad to help. For what it's worth, I can't wait for the day when you're back by the side of the throne.
Are you worried for him?
Maybe somewhat. Anyone can aid the Emperor in his duties, but to keep him safe takes someone truly special. Up until now, I felt secure knowing that His Majesty was protected by myself, Lady Morag, and you.
Certainly. The sooner things fall back into place, the better. When all is said and done, I will return to the throne room. You and me both, Bridget. We will help see this through.
Right. I'll be counting on you.
Ooh, a treat fit for a hero.
Snack time already, Nia? Spot anything interesting?
Nice one, Nia. You sniffed out a pretty cushy place. You know, this was the great hero Adam's favorite food. They say it uses an authentic mix of spices passed down for 500 years. Tantal is pretty damn cold. Stands to reason that Adam would like food with a bit of kick to it, eh?
Kick?
Adam was into spicy stuff. Heroes of strange tastes.
Rather rude, don't you think? Spicy food is delicious. Don't tell me you're some kind of namby-pamby when it comes to heat.
And what would be the problem with that?
For all your tough facade, you really are just a little kid, ain't you?
Oh, you watch it, Shellhead. You're asking for a fight.
Hey, no need to get your ears ruffled. I'm going to get some for you, and you'll see how wrong you are. Mithra? You want some too? Huh? What's up?
Well, you see, Adam didn't like spicy food either.
What?
Yep, it's a total marketing gimmick. A load of bull, in other words.
Bloody liars. The cheek of it.
Steady on just a second, chaps. It's not definite that they're lying.
Huh?
Even if this wasn't Adam's favorite food, you've still got to hand it to them. Keeping 500-year-old traditions alive is a pretty noble thing. So what if they did exaggerate? You know, maybe Adam had a bite when Mithra wasn't looking and thought, this is jolly tasty.
No need to get so worked up, Shalad.
Who's worked up? It's nothing to me. I'm just saying, don't go around calling ancient recipes a lie for no reason.
Okay. I see what's going on here. I have a sneaking suspicion that this might be Zeke's favorite food.
What?
Oh, is it your favorite because you believe their shtick about Adam?
Busted! Is that why you took it to heart? You're like a little kid.
What's wrong with that? I grew up believing this was Adam's favorite food. It's been enchanting kids for 500 years now. I'm not going to let the words of one blade take that away.
Sure. But that still doesn't change the fact that Adam didn't like spicy food. He'd never eat this stuff of his own volition.
Ah! You're shattering my image of him, my precious childhood innocence. I don't believe anyone or anything anymore.
Don't be like that, Shalad. Cheer up. I'll buy you an ember cake.
So, you have awakened the sealed blade.
Your Majesty?
It's been quite some time since I last saw this place. We used to play here as children, you know. Tell me, do you know why it is that Theospiti Temple was destroyed?
Beats me.
It's because a blade went berserk. They say that the blade was so powerful, its driver couldn't hope to control it. There was nothing anyone could do. The incident was resolved when the driver took their own life. With that, the blade was sealed within its core crystal. And as a warning to future generations, it was buried here in the temple where the tragedy took place.
You mean the blade that went berserk is...
Your suspicions are correct. The blade was Herald.
I have no memory of the event, but I believe it to be true. At times, I feel something. A kind of limitless power dwelling within me. Your Majesty, you may punish me however you see fit. Even if it means breaking my core crystal into 1,000 pieces and burying me for all eternity.
I'll keep you in check.
Nia.
Haha! Just as I thought. Listen well, Herald. I believe your driver trusts you deeply, and I trust your driver just the same. Even if you had some recollection of the past, you need not dwell on it. Don't let yourself be chained to the past. Become your driver's strength. That's all I ask.
But still, I have to atone somehow.
I understand how you feel. But you must remember that there are many ways to atone for one's sins. Aiding your driver in the fierce battles to come is one such way.
You think so?
Yeah, we need you, Harold. No point crying over spilt milk. Come with us. Fight with us.
All right. I'll try.
Worry not. Whatever happens, just remember, you have an esteemed driver by your side.
Your Majesty, thank you.
Think nothing of it. I expect great things of you.
Amazing. You get a great view of the town from here, eh?
Told you so. When the Zekinator says there's a good view, he doesn't lie. Matter of fact, it's the best view in all of Torregoth.
You're not from here, are you, Zeke? You seem to know quite a lot about the place.
Well, you see... Last time I was here, the old geese at the inn gave me the lowdown.
Oh, right. You used to travel all over the place, didn't you? Do you know a lot about other places apart from Gormont, then?
Oh, yes. You wouldn't believe some of the things I've seen. But listen, I want you to tell me something. What does this scenery right here make you think of?
Honestly, I think I prefer Fonset.
Fonset's a peaceful village, right? War hasn't really reached it.
Yeah, that's right.
Problem is, most villages in Alrest can't say the same.
What do you mean exactly?
Listen up, chum. What you see on the surface, that's not the whole story. A lot of places that look like they're doing well have a lot of people suffering in the shadows.
Even here in Gormont?
Sure as. You can see Torrigoth doing great. Same as the other towns where there's an Ardanian army base. But most other settlements in Gormont, they scrape by on hard labor like farming and lumberjacking. And most of what they produce, they export to more Ardain. It's quite a tough life here. A lot of folks are struggling. And it's not just Gormont either. I've seen a whole bunch of places like this, and they make me realize how powerless I am.
Zeke, you aren't powerless. You never stop wanting to help people. Even now, you're thinking about the people who really need your help. Exactly how a future king should think.
Hey, don't take the piss.
I mean it. I'm all spent just worrying about the people right in front of me. Pyra, Mithra, Nia, Gramps. But it seems like you're always worrying about the wider world. Like people whose names you don't even know. It's something I really admire about you, Zeke. I hope I...
Man, you always know what to say. You're such a focused guy.
Gramps said I should pay more attention to the world around me, though.
Tell you what then, chum. While you focus on your main goals, I'll keep an eye on the big picture for you.
Yeah? I know I can count on you.
Damn right you can.
Oh, what a pair.
I find it really inspiring.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little inspired.
Seems like a good place to rest.
Hey, Mithra. May I ask you something?
Huh? Something up?
I read over my journal again. We used to fight each other quite a lot during training, didn't we? And it looks like I usually came off worse.
Don't take it too hard. You really gave it all you had, but I guess I've just got certain attributes. Sorry, what did you want to ask?
Well, according to my journal, it looks like there was one time where I got the better of you.
Huh?
It doesn't go into much detail, but still, besting the Aegis is quite the achievement, don't you think? I really need to know how it happened, how I managed to beat you.
That's bull.
Huh?
Your journal is lying to you, Bridget. I never lost to you, not once.
I don't think so. Why else would I have written it down?
When exactly? What kind of match was it?
It was in a camp in the Tornan borderlands, on the last day of training.
That doesn't sound right at all. It's nonsense.
Are you calling me a liar?
The truth hurts, Bridget. You purposefully waited for a time when I was tired out for that fight. That's a cowardly tactic.
Shut it. We were pretty evenly matched, my journal said. We're almost level in terms of ability. There's nothing strange about me winning once in a while.
Hang on. Why were you recording stuff like that in so much detail anyway? Let me get a look at that journal. I bet it needs a few corrections.
Cut that out. Don't you dare try to taint the truth.
What?
Speak up.
Do you really think it's wise to quarrel like this?
This is not a quarrel, Dromark. Withdraw if you want to retain your whiskers.
That's right. This is just a friendly bit of rivalry, so keep your nose out of it. Bridget, you will know my power today. For real.
Mithra, you're going to eat those words.
Well now, you two certainly have a strange concept of friendship.
Who would have thought a place like this existed under the Cloud Sea?
Yeah. Us salvagers dive deep, but I've never dreamed there'd be this enormous space down here.
You'd be hard-pressed finding another place as vast as this, that's for sure.
Did people live here once, do you think? If the whole space is filled with buildings like the ones around here, there must have been a heck of a lot of people living in them.
True that. And the number of people aside, can you imagine the work it would take to cover this whole place in buildings?
I can hardly imagine. I've salvaged a whole bunch of treasures over the years with functions we could never figure out. If this world is where they came from, I've got to say it makes sense.
In any age, the ambitions of men build civilization up, and those same ambitions bring it crumbling down.
That's so tragic.
Why is this place in ruins, anyway?
There must have been a war.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Some terrible war sounds pretty likely.
But would a war cause this much devastation? Maybe it was some natural disaster or other.
Not out of the question, but a natural disaster's not gonna level everything. It wouldn't be this widespread. Take a look outside. Ruin as far as the eye can see.
You could say the same about war, though. What kind of a war could destroy a city this big?
Maybe they had some kind of incredible weapon we've never seen.
Or just one hell of a lot of them. I hear a crazy number of blades fought in the war 500 years ago.
You think something like that happened before?
Hard to say for sure. I think maybe we need to explore a bit further. This place is beyond anything we've imagined, after all.
To be honest, I think it's actually kind of exciting. Well, Pyra, did you manage to talk to them?
I did. We had a pleasant chat.
What did you talk about?
Everything that's happened since I met you. And I told them not to worry, because I'm going to do everything in my power to look after you.
I'm sorry, what? I can look after myself, thank you very much.
I think not. If you go off on your own, you'll just get yourself into trouble.
Already bickering like you're a married couple, eh?
Hey, Gramps.
Couple? But really, I didn't mean to.
It was just a joke. Besides, you have to have that sort of mettle to deal with Rex.
Come on, Azurda, cut it out.
Anyhow, we've done what we have to here, right? Time we should be getting back.
Oh, we're leaving already? Can't we talk for a little more?
Oh, we can do that when we get back, can't we?
That's true. But the two of us rarely get the opportunity to talk alone like this.
I'm not sure you can say alone when we've got Gramps tagging along.
Hey, this old fogey getting in the way. You want me to shove off?
No one's telling you to shove off, Azurda. Stop being such a child.
Youth is a beautiful thing.
All right, what was it you wanted to talk about? I don't really know. What makes you ask?
Well, I'm a blade, so I don't really know much about parents. I was wondering what it's like to have them.
I'm not sure how to explain it. All I know about my parents is what Gramps and Auntie Corinne have told me. Honestly, I have hardly any memory of them myself. It doesn't really feel real.
Isn't that sort of sad?
Not sad, exactly. I've just never really thought much about them.
Oh. I see.
I mean, it's Gramps and the villagers who've looked after me this whole time. They're my family. Everyone in the villages. And when you've got all these mums, dads, brothers and sisters, it's kind of hard to feel sad, you know?
The downside to a big family is that you can't go a day without getting an earful from someone, eh?
Hey, give it a rest. What? What's so funny?
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I just couldn't help but admire your way of thinking. I'd love to have a family as big as yours, Rex.
What are you talking about, Pyra? You're already part of the family.
So can we take this as a confession of love? Very bold of you to do so in front of your parents, my boy.
What? Rex, hold on a second.
No, that's not what I was trying to say. You, Nia, Morag, Zeke, and Tora2, all of you, you're all family to me. So there's no reason to feel sad or lonely. That's what I'm trying to say.
So much for the boy having backbone. Sorry, Pyra, this one's going to be hard work.
Well, that's all right. I've got a surprising amount of patience.
Boy, what are you two going on about? Jeez.
Master Pawn was in good mood today. Talked with Poppy 16 times. Poppy also talked with Pyra 31 times today.
What are you doing, Poppy?
Oh, Bridget, Poppy just writing diary. Poppy decided to leave records of life, just like Bridget.
But you can't be returned to a core crystal like us, so you're not in danger of losing your memories, are you?
Poppy's body is a very complex device. If important part damaged by attack, memory could be corrupted.
Oh, I see. At a glance, your body seems practically flawless, but I suppose it comes with its own troubles.
Bridget right. It like Master Pawn often say. Poppy's delicate body always in need of TLC.
Tora says that to you, does he? Remind me to have a word with him later.
Bridget, can Poppy ask why Bridget cares so much about preserving past memories? Poppy started diary, but never know what to write. Maybe Bridget can help.
I don't want to lose myself forever.
If Bridget not have diary, no more Bridget? Poppy thought even if Bridget go back to Core Crystal, just need to find new driver, and then Bridget come back.
But is that really true? If I were to return to my crystal and remain that way for a long time, by the time I was reawakened, all who knew me could be long gone. If the Bridget who lived through that time no longer exists in my memories, or the memories of others, who's to say that I existed in that time at all?
Might be difficult to prove that true.
If nobody knows of my existence, I may as well not have existed. That thought, it troubles me. After all, it's the time I spend with those dear to me that makes me who I am. The happy memories, the sad ones, all of them together. Without them, I don't think I would be myself. To lose all of that forever? It would be like denying not only myself, but the people I spent those times with.
Master Pawn teach Poppy many things. Poppy not want to forget all that. Master Pawn pour everything into making Poppy.
Precisely. So if you hold him dear, a diary filled with memories of him should be just as precious. Because memories are what connect us to others, and to the world we live in.
Poppy think Poppy understand. We'll try best to write good diary. We'll fill diary with memories of everyone, even Bridget.
That's very kind of you, Poppy. I'm sure your diary will be wonderful.
Ah, how Tora missed hot springs. This bring back memories of first time we stay in Moradane.
The water here is great, right? Just melted the weariness away.
Ah, I see. So this is where you stayed.
First time I've been here, though. But hang on. Is this place unisex?
Sadly, it is not. Our set times for men and women.
Ah, right. That sort of system.
Too bad for you.
Seems now is right time for men to go bathe. What lads say? We'll go, yes?
What?
Oh, men here? together. No need to fear nudity.
You want all four of us to bathe together?
Of course, yes. Or is there some problem?
No, me and Rex are game, but, Morag,
You three go on ahead. I shall abstain for now.
Morag's so reserved. Come on, we'll go together.
Is it possible that Tora doesn't know Morag is a woman?
well, it's not like I could tell a Nop-on woman apart, except from the clothing. And with Morag wearing men's clothes, maybe it's no wonder the little guy got confused. Or maybe he just doesn't really care one way or the other.
Morag, it's okay. Take a moment to breathe, then come with.
I refuse.
Look, Tora understand. Lots of knock-on not like baths too. Maybe Morag afraid Morag drown? But hygiene very important. Have to soak to get nice and clean.
I do like water, and I am not filthy. But on this matter, I will not budge.
Oh, how friend Morag be so stubborn, with hot spring right before eyes? Come on, Morag. Drop clothes like man and jump in hot spring. Tora not have all day.
You know I'm a woman, don't you?
Meh? Meh? Meh, 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 meh. Woman?
Yes, I'm a woman, Tora.
Meh, 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 meh. Rex, Zeke, you know this?
I mean, at a glance.
Well, for Tora, this discovery of century. Have to tell Poppy and others.
Well, that's that then, I guess.
My, I did not expect this when I woke up today.
Hey, Morag, how about next time you put on a skirt and some heels?
How about you die in a fire, Zeke?
So there you are, Morag. Is something wrong?
No, not at all. I've just been thinking.
Any particular worries?
It's just... my brother.
Emperor Nile. Is he okay?
I'm... concerned he'll wear himself out.
The Emperor is quite young, isn't he?
Yes. The weight of responsibility is a heavy burden for someone his age.
Have you two spoken recently?
Well, as Special Inquisitor, I sent him reports almost daily.
No, I mean... just... talk. Like siblings do. Chat about family stuff. Things like that.
Talk like siblings do. It may shock you, but neither me nor the Emperor are great at small talk.
Don't overthink it. You can talk about anything, so long as it's not work. You should just go drop in.
The Emperor is a very busy person. Engaging in idle chit-chat with me, that would be a waste of his time.
Surely even the great Emperor Nile would be happy to see his big sis.
Thank you, Pyro. Alas, my brother and I are hardly your average family. His Imperial Majesty and his retainer, the Special Inquisitor, our stations differ greatly, as do our ways of life. We couldn't possibly expect to talk like normal siblings.
Oh, give me a break. You think your stations trump your relationship as brother and sister?
Mithra, when did you...
I couldn't listen to you anymore. You're family, aren't you? You and Emperor Nile? Emperor or not, he's your brother, first and foremost. What more is there to think about?
Even so, it has been a long time since we've acted as siblings.
Look at me and Pyra. We haven't exactly been in touch all that much. And now, we're rock solid.
That's not exactly.
Shut it. You being worried about your brother makes you family enough. Your stations don't come into it. Just woman up and be a good sister already.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right, obviously. Just enjoy some time with your little bro and spoil him rotten. That's it.
Very well. Then I will strive to be the sister Nile deserves.
You better be ready the next time you two meet.
I will. I promise.
Fine. You've made some progress. You and Rex both get so stuck in your heads. It's infuriating.
Thanks for the pep talk, Mithra.
You're very welcome.
Percival, if I may ask, what are you looking at from a place like this?
I see the city.
Well, yes, I can see that. Is there something there?
The lights.
The lights?
Points of warmth shining in the cold, hushed darkness, signifying life. Each of them, the mark of a human soul, living its life in this city. And yet, how many of those lives can be happy ones?
Percival, the things you say sound almost like poetry sometimes.
I, a poet? I merely state what I see before me. I do not mean to sound cryptic.
Why is it you refuse to kill?
A fitting question. Rather than strike down the wicked, I prefer to strike down the wickedness in their hearts. As such, though I do not take the lives of men, it is not out of mercy or compassion. Rather, death is too easy a way out.
Way out?
To strike down an evildoer is to take their life as payment for their sins, yes? But I do not feel sins can be paid for so easily. To carry on living and atoning, as penance, it is more fitting than death. That is why I do it, because I believe sins should be atoned for.
Living is harder than dying. Truly you are a poet, Percival.
Oh, I am no poet. I am but one blade. I hope you'll join me in cutting down evildoers when the time comes.